Welcome to Assembly Bethesda On Air. I'm your host, Hayne Fogarty, and today we're diving into a topic that feels both ancient and surprisingly fresh: velvet darkness, embracing mystery in Christian spirituality. Think about it. We live in a world where information flows constantly. Answers are often just a click away, and certainty is almost expected, isn't it? Yet the very heart of Christian faith has always included a deep respect for mystery. Not the kind of mystery that frustrates you, but the kind that actually draws us closer to God. This concept of velvet darkness is a wonderful way to describe that gentle, rich invitation into the unknown, a space where faith truly finds its deepest and most enduring roots. It's about finding comfort in the questions and peace in the not knowing, trusting that God is present even there. Now, you might be thinking, darkness? That sounds, a bit ominous. But here's the thing. Scripture itself doesn't shy away from darkness. In fact, it often places God right in the middle of it. Remember God speaking from clouds and thick gloom? Or Psalm 18, which tells us he made darkness his secret place, his canopy all around him. It's quite profound. Then there's that pivotal moment in Exodus, where the people stand at Mount Sinai amidst thunder and literal darkness, and yet it's precisely there that the covenant forms, where God encounters his people most directly. So in these contexts, darkness isn't chaos, is it? It's not absence. It's actually a sacred setting for encounter, a profound space where God reveals himself in ways we might not expect. It challenges our assumptions about light always being the sole domain of the divine. Christian mysticism has long understood this dynamic, hasn't it? They've embraced what's known as the apophatic way, or via negativa. This approach teaches us to truly encounter God, not by trying to define him with our limited human concepts, but by letting go of those very definitions. It's like saying, God isn't this and God isn't that. Not because he isn't, but because he's so much more than anything we could ever grasp or box in. The more we release our grip on these tidy explanations, the more space opens up for genuine awe. Pseudo-Dionysius, an early mystic, even called it a brilliant darkness, suggesting that the overwhelming light of God actually appears as obscurity to our finite minds. It's not negation for its own sake, but rather clearing the way for what's truly beyond our understanding. This brings us to a concept many of you might have heard of, the dark night, as described by St. John of the Cross centuries ago. And let me tell you, this isn't just about having a bad day or some casual doubt. This is a profound, purifying process where God, in his wisdom, temporarily withdraws sensible consolations. Suddenly, prayers feel dry, devotions feel empty, and even that reassuring sense of God's nearness can fade. The soul feels utterly lost in this night. But John explains this as divine wisdom at work, stripping away our attachments to anything less than God himself, so that a pure, unalterated union can happen. And what makes it velvet, you ask? That's softness. This night isn't harsh punishment, it's merciful. Like velvet, it cushions the soul during this intense refinement, where discomfort serves profound growth, not destruction. Embracing this velvet darkness means accepting that we won't understand everything, and that's perfectly okay. Think about the core tenets of our faith. The Trinity, how God is three and one simultaneously. It defies full explanation, doesn't it? The Incarnation, God becoming fully human in Jesus, remains astonishingly profound. Or salvation through the cross, where victory is found in apparent defeat. These aren't problems to be solved, but rather mysteries we proclaim, and indeed live into. Even Paul tells us the gospel is a mystery revealed, yet still profound beyond words. So practically, what does this look like? It often involves contemplative ways of being, silent prayer without a specific agenda, where we simply abide in God's presence, or a lectio divina, lingering with Scripture slowly, even walking in nature, noticing how night brings its own beauty, with stars visible only in the dark. These habits train us to be comfortable with not knowing. Ultimately, mystery keeps our faith humble, and that's a gift. It prevents arrogance, the dangerous idea that we've somehow got God all figured out. And it fosters compassion, too, because if we accept our own limits, we naturally become gentler with others' struggles and uncertainties. In a world constantly pushing for certainty, choosing to embrace mystery becomes a truly countercultural witness, don't you think? Now, this doesn't mean rejecting truth or core doctrines. Those stand firm. But around them lies an immense room for wonder. Faith isn't a closed system. It's a living relationship with an infinite God. Mystery invites ongoing discovery. So when darkness descends personally, whether through loss, doubt, or spiritual dryness, remember velvet. It's not abandonment. It's an invitation. God often works most powerfully in quiet, unseen places. Trust the process. The night does lead to dawn, but the night itself holds immense value. Embracing velvet darkness isn't weakness. It's profound wisdom. It opens the heart to deeper love, greater peace, and truer freedom. Thank you for joining me today. As always, it is a pleasure to spend this time with you. God bless, and until next time.